Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy, Sports and Fitness Rants? I'm back, guys. Hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel. What's up, y'all? Welcome back, guys. Welcome back, man. Got another great video for you guys today, as usual, man. You guys know the deal on this channel. It's all about setting the record straight, stopping the lies, stopping the narratives, stopping them from rewriting history, guys. And in this video, I want to talk about Nikola Jokic, quote-unquote, efficiency has been way down in the playoffs, guys. It's been way down in the postseason compared to the regular season. And I want to talk about it because these are the things that we've been talking about or that people have been trying to promote throughout the regular season. That there's no way Nikola Jokic's team can win because he has to be all-world every night. He has to be damn near perfect every night for his team to compete, for him to have a chance of winning. He has to put up, otherworldly triple-doubles and have this out-of-this-world efficiency for his team to compete and win, when we see that's not necessarily the case. And like I've told you guys, to me, Nikola Jokic's, supporting cast might be or might have been the best supporting cast so far in the postseason, the most consistent so far in the playoffs. And Nikola Jokic himself, he's been poor in the fourth quarters. I told you, he's been horrible in the fourth quarters, guys. He has not been a closer. He has not been clutch. He just hasn't been efficient. And that's really Nikola Jokic's biggest strength. And we're going to talk about in this video, guys. And I want to thank you guys, everyone across the world, everyone across the states has been supporting my channel. Once again, you guys know the deal, man. I am truly, truly humbled by all support, guys. It really means a lot, man, for real, man. I want to send some special thanks out here to Coco Hulk 3071 for coming through with the super thanks. Thank you very much to Coco Hulk 3071. I want to send a special thanks out to Ealzabag 1772. Shout out to you for coming through with the super thanks. I want to send a special thanks to Somos Banditos for constantly supporting my channel, for the continued support. Somos Banditos. Gundam U ON3PJ. Shout out to Gundam U for coming through again with the super thanks. Roland Curtis. Shout out to Roland Curtis again for coming through with the super thanks. And Olivia's channel 548. Shout out to Olivia's channel for coming through with the super thanks. Truly humbling, guys. Wow. Thank you very much. And you guys know what to do. Turn the volume all the way up. Hit that play button. Remember, these videos are for educational purposes. And let's roll. So, yes, guys. Excuse me for a second. Yes. So, guys, I wanted to talk about Nikola Jokic and how his efficiency is way down. But before I start, shout out to everybody out there. Happy Mother's Day. Mother's Day was yesterday. We didn't do a live yesterday because of Mother's Day. I had some obligations going on, and I'm sure a lot of people out there were doing things for Mother's Day. Everyone out there who's fortunate to have a mother, like I said, man, I'm very fortunate to have my mother. So shout out to all the mothers out there, man. As I said, man, it's truly, truly humbling, what I've gotten from my mother, from my parents, man. Like I said, guys, you guys know I've talked about my father and my mother on this channel. So much respect to all the mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day, guys. So I wanted to talk about Nikola Jokic's efficiency, guys, because for me, Nikola Jokic is a great player, guys, right? And when we think about Nikola Jokic, his superpower, let's say, is his efficiency. To me, that's his superpower. When I think about Nikola Jokic's size and the position he plays, his quote-unquote efficiency is really his superpower. It's out of this world. It's off the charts. And what do I mean? Well, when you think about Nikola Jokic, excuse me, guys, and you think about the center position, and what I've talked to you guys about on this channel is that there really are no legit, big men in this era to challenge Nikola Jokic, to make him earn it, so that we can sit back and say, listen, man, this guy's going against some of the best at his position, and he's still able to dominate and come out on top more often than not. We can't really say that about Nikola Jokic. Now, we know the era is weak. We know the league is soft. We get all of that. But when we talk about the position, the center position, there are no legit centers in the NBA. The position's been phased out over the last 10 years or so. And even the big men, the quote-unquote big men that you have, where are they? They're not legit big men. They don't bang really. They don't have post-up games like that. They're not defenders to that degree or two-way players to that level. So some of the guys that Nikola Jokic is going against, we don't really respect to the level to put Nikola Jokic with those other guys like the Bill Russells, the Kareem Abdul-Jabbars, the Wilt Chamberlains, the Shaquille O'Neals, the Hakeem Olajuwons, the David Robinsons, right? You know, the great centers, Moses Malone, right? These guys, can't really put him with those guys because he didn't really go against competition. Those guys that I mentioned, they went against each other, right? They had to earn it, right? So Hakeem had to go against David Robinson. David Robinson had to go against Hakeem, right? Patrick Ewing had to go against Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille had to go against Patrick Ewing, right? Dikembe Mutombo had to go against Alonzo Mourning, right? And vice versa. These guys were all going against each other, right? Moses Malone versus Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar versus Wilt Chamberlain, right? Versus Willis Reed, versus Nate Thurman, right? Versus Wes Unseld, right? There's a lot of big men back there, Dave Cowens, right? And you think about some of the other guys that came on after that. This is what we're talking about. You guys battling against each other, earning, right, against each other. Nikola Jokic doesn't have that. Joel Embiid is the best center or his best competition at the center position, but Joel Embiid is soft as hell. He's frail. He's never out there. So you don't really get those matchups. Even when Joel Embiid wasn't hurt, he was ducking Nikola Jokic every chance he got. That's not competition. That's not impressive. That's not showing me Nikola Jokic going out there and battling against these big men. But the efficiency of Nikola Jokic has been off the charts. So Nikola Jokic will shoot high field goal percentages, right? He takes high percentage shots, but the efficiency of these shots. So he'll shoot, I believe he shot, 57%, I believe, this year from the floor, if I'm not mistaken. So let me look at this here. I wrote some of these numbers down here. So Nikola Jokic shot 57% this year from the field, right? That's really good, 57%, because it's not all layups and dunks for Nikola Jokic, right? Also, from the three-point line, though, this year, he was 41% from the three-point line, which is good. It's not really, really good for this era, but that's good. And for a big man, that's really good. 41%, man. The dude takes high-quality shots. Nikola Jokic has a nice stroke. And 80% from the free throw line this year. So when you take into account all three of those numbers, that's the efficiency, that's the superpower that I'm talking about with Nikola Jokic. Because there have been many big men, obviously, that shoot high field goal percentages. So I'm not impressed with the 57% field goal percentage necessarily when you look at Wilt Chamberlain's numbers, when you look at some of Shaquille O'Neal's numbers, right? And you look at some of the percentages of some of the legendary big men down low and what they were able to do, right? Most big men are shooting good percentages because they're dunks, layups, they're high percentage shots. But the three-point percentage for Nikola Jokic is what separates him from other legendary centers, the big men at that position, right? Patrick Ewing is not shooting 40% from the three-point line. He's not shooting threes like that. Hakeem Olajuwon's not shooting threes. David Robinson is not shooting threes, right? Alonzo Mourning, Shaquille O'Neal, Dikembe Mutombo, right? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Moses Malone, Wilt Chamberlain, Bill Russell. I mean, they didn't even have a three-point line in their era. But these guys were not shooting threes. That's not the way the game was played. A lot of those guys I mentioned had elite post-up games. So why would you shoot threes when you're an elite post-up player, right? That's not the way the game was played. It was an inside-outside game, whereas the game now is outside-outside. Everything's outside. You start off from the outside, you pick and roll from the outside, you kick it back out to the outside. Everything's on the outside, right? So we think about the game that way. That's why a lot of those guys, they did not shoot threes. Not that they couldn't shoot threes. They didn't shoot threes. They had post-up games. And most of those guys I mentioned would destroy Nikola Jokic in the post with their moves, their footwork, or their just sheer strength, their physicality, right? And once again, their ability to score, their skills. These guys were really skilled, not to mention, they said the heart, the grit, the toughness, the physical nature of the game that they're used to playing. They're going to bang all day long. Once again, not saying Nikola Jokic ain't tough and he couldn't take that, but that wears on you, man. That takes you're going to pay a price throughout a game, throughout a season. This is what I'm talking about. So, Nikola Jokic being able to shoot from the three-point line that way and then be able to shoot over 80% from the free throw line, that is efficiency. Now, a lot of these guys that I mentioned, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was a good free throw shooter. You know, Patrick Ewing was a good free throw shooter, right? David Robinson was a good free throw shooter. So there were guys that could shoot free throws good, Hakeem Olajuwon. But to be considered a quote-unquote good free throw shooter for a big man, you're usually shooting 73, 75%, somewhere around there for a big man is good. That's a good shooting stroke from the free throw line for a big man. Remember, the free throw line is the only thing that's never changing, right? The free throw line remains the same since the beginning of the NBA. So like I said, there was no three-point line in the NBA for many, many years, but the free throw line was always there. So when you look at the free throw percentage for Nikola Jokic, and you look at some of the guys who struggled, Will Chamberlain struggled, Shaquille O'Neal, Bill Russell, right? A lot of these guys struggled from the free throw line. Big men typically struggle from the free throw line. So when you see their field goal percentages, right, only a fool would say, oh, these are the best shooters in NBA's history. Look at their field goal percentages. Because when you look at the free throw percentage, that's what really highlights your shooting ability. Because we all know that your field goal percentage is oftentimes based off of the shot selection and your position. Okay? That's the key there. So now, let's think about what Nikola Jokic has done in the regular season this year versus what he's doing in the postseason this year. Because the efficiency is way down. It's way down, guys. So in the regular season, Nikola Jokic, 29.6 points a game, damn near 30 points per game, 12.7 rebounds per game, and 10.2 assists per game. Average a triple-double this season. Great for Nikola Jokic, man. Outstanding, man, right? On 57% from the field, 41% from three, 80% from the free throw line. We just went over that, right? He took 19.5 shots per game during the season. Field goal attempts per game, 19.5. Now, effective field goal percentage, 62%, really good. Offensive rebounding, 2.9 offensive rebounds during the regular season. Remember that number. And he's averaged 3.3 turnovers per game. Remember that number. All right? This is for the regular season this year that everyone cried that he's going to get robbed of an MVP. Right? He's got to carry his bum teammates all year. Now, those are numbers he put up in the regular season. Someone like Scamp Attack will have you believe and promote that Nikola Jokic has to at least do that for his team to be competitive. For them to have a shot to win any games, Nikola Jokic at the minimum has to do this. 30 points a game, 12 rebounds, 10 assists, 57%, 50, 40, and 80. That's essentially what Scott's been saying all year. The man's got to be perfect. He's got to be otherworldly, MVP, all day, every day for them to have a chance of winning because his teammates are not good. They're not consistent. They're nobodies. They're not top 75. They're not all-stars. So that's what he needs. So let's think about this now. In the postseason, this is Nikola Jokic has been in the postseason, guys. 24.9 points a game. So you're talking about almost 5 points per game lower, guys, in the playoffs. Almost 5 points lower. That's a lot. 12.7 rebounds. Interesting. The rebounds remain the same. But we're going to see when we dig into the details why Nikola Jokic's rebounds have gone way down. And he's averaging 8.4 assists. So basically 2 less assists per game on average, Nikola Jokic in this postseason so far, guys. So you see all those numbers are down, right? All right, but maybe the efficiency is still the same. Not even close, guys. And like I said, this Nikola Jokic superpower, his ability to make shots at a high level, right? Not miss a lot of shots, not take bad shots, right? Playing with the high IQ, right? Because he don't have the athleticism like that. So his game is supposed to be based off of skills and IQ, right? In the playoffs. So those are numbers he averages, right? Now, on 45% shooting, which is way lower than 57%, guys. That's 12% lower percentage points. That's huge. 33% from the three-point line, which is huge. Almost 10 points lower in the three-point percentage. From 41 to 33, that's horrible, 33% in this era. And then 74% from the free throw line, which is good for a typical big man, but that's not good for Nikola Jokic, though, right? So I was saying how most centers shut around 73, 75%, and that's good. Nikola Jokic usually shoots about 82%, 83%, but you're down at 74% in the playoffs. That's almost, 6 points lower from 80 to 74, guys. But the key about these free throws, and I've talked about this in other videos, look at Nikola Jokic yesterday afternoon, right? He missed several free throws in the fourth quarter yesterday. The same thing he's been doing in all these games. He's missed several key free throws in the fourth quarters of these games, guys. Remember game 1 against the Clippers? In the fourth quarter with a minute to go, he missed 2 free throws, which would have pretty much iced the game, but they were able to force overtime, the Clippers, because he missed those free throws. So Nikola Jokic has been really bad in the fourth quarter, guys, shooting free throws. And he's been way lower shooting percentage-wise in the playoffs, guys. These are the facts here, man. He's not been efficient. Now, we understand in the playoffs, teams get a little bit better. The defense get a little tougher. Teams can game plan for you. But this is the point that I'm making here, is that Nikola Jokic has been this bad, or excuse me, this inefficient in the playoffs, but yet and still his team is able to win games. They won in the first round in a very tough matchup, and they're tied 2-2 with the number one team in the NBA. All regular season. They're tied 2 games apiece, even though he's putting up these mediocre numbers compared to his regular season. So all of his numbers are down across the board. All the efficiency is down, but yet somehow the Denver Nuggets are still winning games. It's not supposed to be that way, according to Scap. According to his weird fans, Nikola Jokic has to average 40-point triple-doubles to win. Doesn't look like that. He's not even averaging a triple-double in the playoffs. And his points are 5 points less. 24 points a game he's averaging. Now, when I told you about the rebounds, I want you guys to think about something here. During the regular season, Nikola Jokic, offensive rebounding-wise, he was one of the top offensive rebounders in the league. Right? He averaged 2.9 offensive rebounds per game, which is pretty good. Not great. It's pretty good, though. Now, in the postseason, though, you know what he's averaging per game? 1.9, guys. So literally one full offensive rebound less per game he's averaging in this postseason. So if you look at the numbers, he's averaging 12.7, which is the same amount of rebounds he averaged in the regular season, except your offensive rebound numbers are horrendous. And I noticed that right away in the first game of the playoffs this year. I was like, damn, Nikola Jokic is not having an impact on the offensive board. You know who was? Aaron Gordon was. Because Aaron Gordon literally leads the NBA playoffs in offensive rebounding totals and per game. For anyone who's still in the NBA playoffs, he leads in offensive rebounds. Aaron Gordon does, guys. Aaron Gordon, guys, in the regular season averaged 1.6 offensive rebounds per game, which is decent. Right, at his position, 1.6 offensive rebounds per game. All right, you guys know what he's averaging in the playoffs this year? 3.8. 3.8. So you're talking about over 2 offensive reboundings more per game he's getting in the playoffs. That's huge, man. And I told you a lot of those offensive rebounds were big-time offensive rebounds in the fourth quarter in overtime. Remember the putback dunk? That's an offensive rebound. This Aaron Gordon, guys, killing on the glass, stepping up for Nikola Jokic, raising his level of play. Look at his scoring. His defense has been up in the playoffs, Aaron Gordon. He went from 14.7 points per game in the regular season, guys, to 18.3 in the postseason. That's 4 more points per game. Aaron Gordon stepping up. Look at his shooting numbers. They're off the charts, Aaron Gordon. He's been the best teammate, the most consistent teammate, ahead of Jamal Murray. And Jamal Murray's been really good. He's been really consistent, Jamal Murray. Aaron Gordon's been better. So, as you can see, Nikola Jokic efficiency, offensive rebounds are down big time. His effective field goal percentage was 62% in the regular season, down to 50 in the playoffs, guys. A huge drop-off. Now, the turnovers. Look at the turnovers now. That's what I was talking about. If this was LeBron James, Scab Attack would be all over it. Nikola Jokic, 3.3 turnovers per game in the regular season, which is actually really good when considering he's averaging 10.2 assists per game in the regular season. So a 3.3 a turnover average, that's not bad at all. But think about it now. In the postseason, his assists are down by 2 to 8, right? To 8.4. But the assists are up 1. I mean, the turnovers are up 1. So your assists went down 2, but your turnovers went up 1. So now he's averaging 8.4 assists per game on 4.3 turnovers per game, guys. 4.3 turnovers per game for Nikola Jokic. So once again, this efficiency of Nikola Jokic that has been his super strength, which has made him so hard to beat. He doesn't take bad shots. He doesn't miss a lot of shots. All of a sudden now, those things are not going for Nikola Jokic. So he doesn't have defense to fall back on. He's never been a hellified defender or a stout, consistent defender. Aaron Gordon's doing that. Westbrook's doing that. Christian Brown, Michael Porter Jr., right? These are the guys that are doing the hustle and the dirty work on the defensive end for Nikola Jokic. But Nikola Jokic is taking more shots per game now, 19.5 on the regular season, up to 20 in the playoffs. But your efficiency and percentages are way, way, way down. Your turnovers are up. Your assists are down. Your scoring numbers are down. Your efficiency's down. I mean, the other day he went 0 for 10 from three-point range. What was he last night? 2 for 7? So the numbers shooting-wise have been really bad. Nikola Jokic, to me, has taken bad shots. I've watched a lot of these games. To me, Now, I don't watch a lot of Denver Nuggets in the regular season, so I can't be 100% on, oh, this is what he like in the regular season. But I've watched Nikola Jokic in the playoffs. To me, he's forced more shots than I think he normally does. To me, he's not accumulating the assists that he normally does because to me, he's shooting more. The Nuggets seem to be playing less team ball. Nikola Jokic seems to be doing more one-on-one play to me. The Nuggets are not shooting great, and they're not a great defensive team. So the teammates of Nikola Jokic, there's been a lot more pressure on them because he's not as efficient as he should be, and he's not playing defense like that. So now you have both these things working against you. His turnovers have gone up, and efficiency's gone down. So now you're forcing other guys to rebound more, to hustle more on defense, right? These are the facts, guys. I'm not making any stuff up. I'm not hating on Nikola Jokic. I'm not tearing him down. None of this. These are the facts here. But a lot of you guys are not understanding. You're not listening to what I'm saying. And the facts remain. Nikola Jokic has been bad in the fourth quarters, especially, guys. And he's been bad efficiency-wise in these playoffs. But somehow, some way, the Denver Nuggets are 2-2 against the best team, the number one team in the NBA this year. All year I kept hearing how the Denver Nuggets going to beat OKC, how the Denver Nuggets going to beat the Lakers, how the Denver Nuggets going to beat this team, how they're going to beat that team. Nikola Jokic ain't got no help. These guys can't do this. All I've seen in the playoffs so far is Nikola Jokic's teammates bailing him out in the fourth quarters, leading the Denver Nuggets to multiple victories. Multiple victories. Nikola Jokic hasn't been horrible, but he hasn't been great. And like I said, in the fourth quarters, he's been bad in the fourth quarters, guys. He's missed a lot of free throws in the fourth quarters. He's missed a lot of shots. I told you, the leading scorer in the fourth quarter for the Denver Nuggets is Jamal Murray, guys. The number 2 scorer in the fourth quarter, Aaron Gordon, who actually led them in scoring last night in the fourth quarter. Where was Nikola Jokic last night in the fourth quarter? Nowhere to be found again. Folding up, not being clutch, not being efficient. Missing a lot of shots, taking a lot of shots. Who got more free throws last night? The Denver Nuggets or OKC Thunder? So we're scamper tags to talk about the free throws that LeBron James Lakers always get. See, you weird Nikola Jokic fans, you love to talk about LeBron James free throws. Who got more free throws last night? Imagine that was the Lakers getting that many free throws over the Thunder or over the Nuggets. You guys would have been all up in arms. Nikola Jokic had 14 free throws last night, and he missed 3 of them. And he missed, I believe, 3 of them were in the fourth quarter, guys. So he missed 3 free throws last night. The lowest free throw percentage of all the starters on the team. He missed the most free throws of anyone on the team. 3 free throws, but he shot 14, more than SGA. But all year in the regular season was, oh, SGA's a free throw merchant. He gets all these free throws. Blah, 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 blah. You guys are always making excuses, man. The Denver Nuggets, go look how many free throws the Denver Nuggets got this year. Go check it out, guys. Go check it out. They were one of the top teams in free throws attempted, and they were one of the top teams in fouls called in their favor, guys. And last night, they got way more free throws than the OKC Thunder. I don't hear none of y'all crying and moaning about that, though, right? Exposed. You guys don't remain consistent. You guys know the deal, man. I'll catch you guys on the next one.